We had a small but enthusiastic group for our virtual launch party last week. And today I'm going to share with you a lot of what we shared with them. Hi, this is Frank Buck, and this is the place to be if you want to get organized and make it look easy. Stick around to the end of this video for a special gift that I have for you. If you've been following me lately, you know that this book has been released, Get Organized Digitally, subtitled The Educator's Guide to Time Management. Its inspiration came from what happened in schools due to the pandemic. You know, in 2020, if it hadn't been for technology, we wouldn't have had school in many places. But this book is applicable to every one of us as we move forward in a world that's becoming more digital every day. We're having to up our game when it comes to the digital side of our life. And that means having a place to turn. We need the nuts and bolts of what tools we need, how to use them, and how they can work together. And that's why this book was written. Get Organized Digitally is organized into 10 chapters in addition to an introduction that I hope is going to grab your attention and your heart. But it's divided into 3 major sections. The first section shows you how to set up a digital task list and use it effectively. You'll get my specific recommendations for one to use, and you'll learn the benefits and see how to incorporate it into your everyday life. In the second section, we focus on digital notes and digital documents. You'll learn the difference between the two, and it's an important difference. With the notes, we'll focus on Evernote. With the documents, you'll learn how to clean up Google Drive as just one example. And in the third section, you'll learn how to use your digital calendar better. Finally, master your email and get some automation going that's going to get your digital tools talking to one another. Let me give you a taste of what I'm talking about. So you're working along in a document and someone walks in the door and drops a to-do on you. Or maybe as you're working, a to-do emerges for you. So what are you going to do? Well, some people just drop everything and do it right then. But a better thing to do is to quickly add it to your digital task list and keep working. So exactly how are you going to do that? Well, if I'm using the desktop version of Remember the Milk, which is free, I can just simply hit a keyboard shortcut. And voila, across my screen comes a place to add to Remember the Milk. Type my to-do, hit add task, and now it's gone. I can get right back to work. Now what happened to the task? It's already now in Remember the Milk. I don't have to worry about it. When I look at my digital list later, it's going to be there. Now this phone call to Bob, I could have entered even more, such as the date. Maybe I want to call him on Monday. I can add a priority to it. I can add a tag to it. If there is perhaps a URL involved, I can type that URL right there. And if there's some other information, a couple of little slashes, and then whatever I put after those slashes would become a note that's attached to this task. Click Add Task. It's out of sight, it's out of mind. It's over in Remember the Milk where I can actually do something about it when I sit down to look at my task list. And now I can get right back to this document that I was working on. So you'll learn that in the first section of the book. In the second section on digital notes and digital documents, same idea. Let's say I'm working on something, but some ideas start to come. Maybe there's some ideas for what I'm going to be doing later on in this document. This is the kind of thing that you grab a memo pad and maybe jot some things down on. But in a digital world, what about a digital memo pad? Well, if you use the desktop version of Evernote, another keyboard shortcut does this. And a quick note comes up. I've already got some things that are there because once they're there, they stay there until you erase them, cut and paste them somewhere else, convert it into a note. So even if I shut down my computer and bring it up later, what's in that quick note is not going to be lost. I can just go over, type anything I want to on it, and then when I click away from the quick note, it disappears. Hitting the keyboard shortcut again brings it back. And if this is important and maybe gets a little bit lengthy, one click will convert it to a note in Evernote and then erase the quick note. In the third section, you learn just how powerful a digital calendar can be. You and I know how hard it is to schedule a meeting or a phone call with someone via the phone or email. Well, with an autoscheduler, such as Calendly, you have an easy answer. You create an account at calendly.com and let your autoscheduler access your calendar. It now knows when you're free and when you're not. You get a link that you can give to other people. And so when they click that link, they see the days that you have free time and the days that you don't. They click on one of those days that you have free time and they see the time slots that are available. They click on one and it automatically goes on your calendar without you having to do anything, and you get an email letting you know that someone has booked an appointment with you. I have mine set up so that when someone schedules an appointment, it automatically creates a Zoom link and sends that link to them. All I have to do is show up at the right time and click on the link, and I'm in the meeting. It just doesn't get any easier than this. That's another one of the things that you learn how to do in the book. One of the advantages to subscribing to my email list and this YouTube channel is that technology continues to evolve. And so when something new comes along, I have a way to tell you about it. For example, Calendly has just added a new feature. Let's say that you're trying to find a time to meet with not one person, but 6 different people, a time when all 6 of you can meet together. In Calendly, I can create a meeting poll. I give it a name, and a copy of my calendar comes up in front of me so that I don't wind up double booking myself. I start off by choosing up to 20 times that are good for me. Calendly gives me a link. I send that link to other people. They click on it and they select all the times that are good for them, just like what you see in front of you. This is exactly what they would see. They begin to click on all of the times when they could meet. You get the results back, and then you can choose the best time for everybody to know and let them know. Now, if this is of interest to you, I've already done a blog post and a video on it. You can go over to this URL and learn exactly how to do it yourself. We've had some good news over the last several days. This is a screenshot from 2 days before I recorded this video. The book was ranked #1 in new releases on Amazon in the Education Organizations and Institutions category. This screenshot is from yesterday. The book is ranked #1 in new releases in Education Administration. And this is a screenshot from the morning I recorded this video. Get Organized Digitally is the #1 new release in Computers and Technology Teaching and Reference. This one is also from the day before I recorded this video. Danny Brazel is known as America's leading reading ambassador. Every month he spotlights several nonfiction books, all under 250 pages, in the Lazy Readers Book Club. You can join for free at the URL that you see there. Danny says, I don't normally list education books on this site, but Frank is a friend and a wonderful speaker. You'll learn more about digital organization from him in 10 minutes than anyone else can teach in a 30-day course. So timely for educators dealing with remote learning. Danny, thanks for the shout out. Now for a big opportunity. I'm partnering with the Principal Center to offer a 3-section book study. Over the course of 3 Mondays, you'll see me demonstrate what you learn in each of the 3 sections of the book. Each of the 3 sessions is 90 minutes in length. The people that have gained the most from me over the years are those who have had the opportunity to watch me work in person and see how the system I have in place makes things easy. Well, this book study is going to be the closest thing that I can give you. You'll have access to me and you'll be able to ask your own questions. Below this video, you're going to see more information and a link to register. During the virtual launch party, I made an offer and I'm going to open that offer up to all of you who are watching this video now. If you've already bought a copy of Get Organized Digitally, or you buy a copy by January 21st, and that can be a hard copy or a digital version, either one, and you send me some type of proof of purchase. It could be a screenshot of your confirmation, an email confirmation, whatever. I've got a free ebook that I'm working on now that I'm going to send you absolutely free. For those who use a digital task list and are pretty well experienced with it, I'm working on an ebook for Remember the Milk advanced users that goes even beyond what you get in the book. It's a free gift for you if you purchased already or you purchase by January the 21st and send me some type of proof of purchase. Now, where do you send that? My email address is frank at frankbuck.org. Again, that's frank at frankbuck.org. And here on the screen, you see how you can buy from Amazon or how you can buy from the publisher Routledge. And of course, at Amazon, if you simply searched for Get Organized Digitally, it's going to pull up for you immediately. You and I have access to information with the speed and ease unheard of even a generation ago. To fully be able to take advantage of what we have, we need a system, and that's what I have to offer through this book. If you've gotten value from this video, how about taking a look at these two videos right over here and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. Join the email list at the address below. Get yourself a copy of Get Organized, and if you're so inclined, register for the book study. This has been Frank Buck, helping you get organized and make it look easy.